Hi everyone, today I am here to do a book talk on the book Touching Spirit Bear. This book is authored by Ben Michelson and the illustrator is Amy Becca Smith. She illustrated both the front and back cover of this book. This book was published in 2001 by the HarperCollins Inc. This book is recommended for ages 10 to 14, however, it can really be for anyone, even adults. It has so many good morals and different things that everyone can learn from. So a little bit about the book before I start. It won the International Reading Association Award, and the Western Writers of America Spur Award was given to the author because of this book. So I'm just going to jump right into the book and give you a little bit of background and summary of what goes on in this book. So there is a character, Cole Matthews, in this book. He is a very angry boy. He has a lot of rage, hate, and just all around anger. And he does a lot of bad things. He steals and he fights with a lot of people. And he ends up getting almost banished away to an island. No one else is there. There's just animals and foliage. And he encounters this spirit bear, as you can see on the cover of the book. He is mauled by this large bear, and then this bear keeps coming back, and then he just starts to feel so hopeless because even the bear doesn't want to maul him anymore, and he's kind of just really getting ready to accept his future, which he doesn't really have one. So it kind of goes into a little bit of restorative practice and helping someone who may be off the path a little bit, getting back to where they should be. So I'm going to read a short bit of chapter 9 just to give you a little bit of context and how much it will really pull in the reader. So chapter 9 starts on page 87. A constant rain and shrouded gray sky masked the passing of hours, leaving Cole in a cruel time warp with only one possible end. He tried not to think about the end, but he could not ignore the maddening pain from his wounds. As gusts of wind drove the chill deeper into his body, rain kept falling, penetrating his will, seeping into his consciousness, and flooding his soul. This rain fully intended to kill. As Cole weakened, he stared up at the giant spruce tree towering above him. Desperate tears welled up inside and squeezed past his eyelids. The wind gusted harder. What did it matter anymore if he died? Nobody else cared about him. So why should he care about himself? As Cole's gaze drifted among the branches of the tree, a small bird's nest tucked into the fork of two branches caught his attention. The nest rested near the trunk, protected from both the wind and the rain. As Cole watched, a small gray sparrow landed in the nest, twitched about with a flurry of activity, then flew off. Soon it returned again. Each time the sparrow returned, it carried a bug or a worm in its beak, and bruised itself over the nest. The visits brought faint chirping sounds. Cole squinted and made out little heads jutting above the nest. This was a mother bird feeding her young. Up there on a branch, barely spitting distance away from little sparrows rested dry and warm, having food brought to them and the comfort of a nest built by their mother. The sight of the baby birds irritated Cole. Without his injuries, he could easily have crawled up and knocked the nest down. That's what the stupid birds deserved. After feeding, the mother flitted to a branch near the nest. She ruffled her wings and chest feathers, keeping an eye on her young. Watching the bird made Cole curse every second of his miserable and haphazard life. If he were the mother bird, he would just leave the babies to fend for themselves. She didn't owe them anything. So as you can see, Cole is still very angry as he is left on this island. So the question that I have for you before you read this book is, do you think that a mythical bear can help someone beyond human reach? Thank you.